Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So Ellie is going to be part of this video again because she will not let me put her down. Oh my goodness. She's just turned a month old, so we're still getting to know a few things, but these are the few things so far that I have been loving and would class as newborn / mummy essentials, because some are for us and some are for the bubs here. So let's get into the video. So first things first, I think I'm going to start with feeding, because feeding and sleeping are the two main things that concern a new mum when it comes to your newborn baby. So the first thing with feeding, I am currently exclusively breastfeeding with her, and what I have found to be amazing is, and I've seen a few people talking about actually, and I would definitely recommend it, and it is a silicone pump. So what it is, it's just like a silicone cup that you can put on the other breast while you're feeding on one side, and it kind of encourages your letdown. I mean, I get a letdown from the other breast anyway. When she's feeding on one side, the other side lets down, but this not only catches your letdown milk so none goes to waste, but it also kind of has a suction to it to pull more milk from the breast as well. Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about the Haakkaa, and that's the one that I originally went to go and buy, but when I went onto Amazon, I seen this other company that basically did the same thing. The reviews were just as good and was cheaper, and that is this company. It's called Nature Bond. I did a little unboxing, so I'll insert the clip here. So as you can see guys, the packaging was amazing. It comes with the little carry case, which I thought was really good, because when you're out and about, I didn't want to just put the pump into her changing bag, so it's got its own little bag to carry it in. It comes with the pump, it comes with a little pink stopper, as well as a holder for you to wear around your neck. So in case that there is a lot of milk that comes out and it does get heavy, then you don't have to worry about any spillages. So this is just how the pump looks. It's got the brand on the bottle. Nature Bond is the brand. So I found the best way to get the suction is to actually turn the flange inside out almost. So it's kind of like that, and squeeze it, put it on, let it pop open and let go, and it will literally, it's not moving, because she's the type of baby, when she feeds on this side, she does like to move her legs quite a bit and her arms, but doing it that method literally does not move, and I found this to be amazing. Before you know it, you've got enough for a bottle, so this I would definitely recommend. Secondly, with feeding, I have never seen this in a newborn must-have video, but I came across it on Instagram. Nipple Shells, not shields, shells, and it comes in a little package like this. This company is called Koala Baby Care, and what it is, this is the little carry case. They are basically little silver shells. You get 2 in a pack, and what you do, you can put like your nipple cream on, or even breast milk, and you place this, like if you look at it, it's kind of like hollow, and so you place this on your nipple, and because this is 100% silver, I think you can get ones that have copper in the middle of it as well. The material actually promotes healing, so I would lather up my nipples with nipple balm or even with breast milk, pop this on, and then just pop my bra up with the nursing pad still, and it just felt so much more comfortable. And by the time the next feeding came around, it felt like my nipples had already somewhat healed a bit. So it wasn't as painful, or it wasn't a continuous damaging of the nipple. It almost helped to heal it slightly in order for the next feed. So I would definitely recommend these. The next thing I'd recommend are, although I am exclusively breastfeeding, I would suggest this for anyone who's breastfeeding, bottle feeding, or even if you are mixed feeding. I would suggest the MAM bottles, MAM. The company itself actually suggests that this is one of the best bottle teats to discourage nipple confusion, because the teats are shaped in a more natural way that it simulates your own nipple. And so there tends to be a lot of babies will take to the bottle but have no problem going back to the breast as well. As well as this, they are self-sterilizing. Put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and it sterilizes itself. So especially if you are bottle feeding, it's definitely a must-have, because it means that you're not having to carry like 3-4 bottles wherever you're going if you plan to be out for the day. At one point I was having to just pump and give her express milk because my breast was so sore, and I was so worried that she wouldn't go back on the breast, and that would be the end of my breastfeeding journey. However, that wasn't the case. She just went straight back on and has been amazing since. So now she's exclusively breastfed, but now and then I'll give her a bottle and she will take it fine and then go back on the breast fine just as well. Another one for feeding that I would recommend is a pumping bra. Now I used this the first time around with Amari and I'm using the same one this time around. It is the most amazing thing ever. I don't know what I would do without it. To sit there holding both these pumps and not being able to do anything, it was just stressing me out. And so having this bra is just hands-free. Even if you're planning to exclusively breastfeed, you may feel like you want to pump here and there. It was only about $11.99 on Amazon, so definitely worth getting. So the next part, I want to talk about sleeping, because sleeping is very, very important. But most of our babies don't think it's important for us. So the number one thing that I would recommend is a white noise machine. This is the one that I have. This is the speaker at the top here. This is just a normal white noise machine for babies, for children, for adults. It's amazing. There's so many different settings. It's got the white noise, it's got waterfall, it's got like birds chirping, the ocean, things like that. And I think this definitely helps with her sleeping. So the next thing that I would pair with the white noise machine, and these two things together have been a godsend for us, and that is the white noise machine paired with a swaddle. So we use the Tommee Tippee swaddle, and it's the one where it's got the zip, so you can zip it all the way up. It's so easy to put her in there. And then it's also got an extra zip at the bottom for nappy changes, so you don't have to take the whole thing off to change her nappy in the middle of the night. So those two things together have been amazing in terms of getting her to get to sleep and stay asleep in the middle of the night. Moving on to more for my own benefit is, I think you can see it there in the background, it's that water bottle. That is a 2.2 litre water bottle. Now what I do is I keep it there on my nightstand. Every night before I go to bed, I fill it up to the top and I just keep it there. Because when you're breastfeeding, you have to stay hydrated. To be fair, even when you're not breastfeeding, as a new mum, you need to look after yourself as well as the baby. A lot of the times we forget about ourselves and we go hours and hours and hours with nothing to eat and nothing to drink. And this can wear you down. It makes you feel lethargic. It can change your mood. You know, and we also have things to battle, like preventing postnatal depression and making sure that we're good, you know, and water intake is a big part of that. So I keep that on my nightstand so that I can just wake up in the night, or whenever she's feeding, I make sure that I'm feeding too and I'm getting in my water. So I know that I'm getting more than my daily recommended amount of water intake every day. And I think that has played a big part in helping me to achieve that. As you can see, my baby girl has tons of hair. Like, look at all that hair. It's so long and so luscious. And so what we want to do is look after this hair. Not just if your baby's got long hair. This is for every baby that I would recommend, is this brush. Right, so it's called from a company called Porty. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but again, I'll link everything down below. But it's basically a Cradle Cap brush. So if you can see the bristles, and they're very, very soft. It helps to prevent cradle cap. So when you're shampooing their hair, you just use the brush and just kind of brush around their scalp and their forehead. And that is supposed to help prevent them from getting cradle cap. But also if your baby does develop cradle cap or already has it, but this is also supposed to be good in order to help scrub those flakes off in a gentle way. This is something that I've only recently started using about a week ago. She seems to love it in the bath, but I also use it to style her hair. She's got so much hair, the baby brushes tend to just glide over it and not actually brush through it properly in order to shape it. So I actually use this to style her hair as well. Lastly, and this is definitely an essential, especially if you have more than one child, and that is a baby carrier. So I have the usual, you know, the wrap around, and you've got all the material you've got to do all that funkiness with. I don't have the time. When you've got a crying baby, a toddler who's upset because everything's taking too long, and you need to leave the house in the next 5 minutes, it's either I'm going to rush to do it and end up getting backache because I've not actually tied it properly, or there's a knot in it, or it's twisted or something else, or I'm going to take my time to wrap it properly and I'm probably going to be late to where I'm going to. So I actually have found another wrap. The back of the carrier is already done for you. All you have to do is pop it over your head, and then you put the baby in like usual, wrap the baby up, pull the front up, and it's just round the front and the back that you need to tie. And it is literally the best thing in the world. Those times where baby's crying, she just wants to be on your chest or be put to sleep, and you've got your toddler who's kicking and screaming on the floor, and you have an appointment to get to, I just pop it over my head, grab the baby, put the baby in it, and we're off. We are off. So I will link that below as well. So guys, that is the end of the video. Things that have helped me through my first 5 weeks, and I hope they help you too. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.